Right, guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this video, we are going to do the live commentary between the Stormers and Benetton. As you guys all know, we only do the commentary on these sort of games. So, unfortunately, we're not allowed to show any live footage, but I will keep you guys up to date with what is happening on the scoreboard. As you guys can see, I've got my Sharks jersey on as I'm a Sharks supporter, but I am supporting the Stormers today. So, I've got a little flag here in honor of the Stormers today. So let's quickly go through the team lineups before this game starts. We will start with the Stormers team. So at fullback, we've got Clayton Blommetjies, 14, Angelo Davids, and number 11, Sabelo Senatla. Then in the midfield, we've got Dan du Plessis and Damian Willemse. And then the halfback combination of Manny Libbok and Paul de Wet. And one thing that we have learned from this is that Clayton Blommetjies, along with Manny Libbok, are playing some of the best rugby since moving to Cape Town. And then also the likes of Dan du Plessis really putting up his hand to be selected for the Springboks at some stage. I don't know if he'll make the World Cup, but he will get an opportunity somewhere down the line. Maybe not this year, but definitely from next year. What a player he is. And then Senatla, along with Angelo Davids knocking on that Springbok door with Senatla, proving himself over the course of time as a valuable left winger. Then Paul de Wet at 9, keeping Herschel Jantjies out of the team at the moment, or on the bench, should I say. Is playing some really exquisite rugby himself. And then looking at the forwards, we've got one of my favorites back in the side, Van Roos, then Achiva Diamani and Billy Engelbrecht completing that loose trio with Marvin Orie and Ruben van Heeren in the lock combination. And in the front row, Nietling Fouché, JJ Kotze and Steven Kitshoff. So a very formidable front or pack of forwards from the Stormers here. Van Roos trying to find his form back in the Stormers side and hopefully get a place in the World Cup squad a little bit later on. And then talking about a guy that has really evolved as a player, Achiva Diamani in exquisite form, along with Billy Engelbrecht, who haven't really stepped up since moving from the Pumas to the Stormers. But we'll see how things go. Then looking at the bench, we've got Joseph Ndweba, Oliver Mark and Frans Malherbe. Then Adams van Rijn, Ben Jason Dixon, Marcel Tennyson, Herschel Jantjies and Ruan Nel. Herschel Jantjies having a lot to prove today, along with the likes of Marcel Tennyson, who's been in exquisite form for this Stormers side. So looking forward to see what he can do off the bench. The Stormers are just producing some quality unknown players. We've seen the likes of Marcel Tennyson, Achiva Diamani, Van Roos, Manny Libbok, and now Clayton Blommetjies also performing great in the Stormers side. So both teams are on the field now, and we should get this game underway real soon. Dion Cordier says, "Hi, Guru, go Stormers." Let's quickly go and have a look at this Benetton side. Mattia Minozi, Eduardo Paravani, Jacqueline Herrera, Mark and Zanin, Marcus Watson, Thomas Albornoz, and Dewald Duvenage in the back line. Then we've got Henry, Timmy, Stowers, Manuel, Zuliani, Alessandro, Ezekor, Ricardo, Pavretto, Marco, Lazzaroni, Filippo Alagoni, Suya Mali, and Thomas Gallo. And then on the bench, we've got Battista Bernasconi, Federico Zani, Nahul Tetas, Nicolai Canoni, Lorenzo Canoni, Alexandro Garbisi, Jacob Umanga, and then Tommaso Menuncella. So they packed their bench to try and win this game in the last 20 minutes of this game. So, both teams are ready for this one. And the referee for today is Holly Davidson. So we will have a women's referee for today's game with Jatweni as one of the assistants that I could see there. So Benetton will kick this game off from right to left on my screen. And let's see if the Stormers can seal the deal here today. The last game of the round robin for the Stormers here today. Patrick Brady says, "I think it's highly likely now that Leinster might win the United Rugby Championship." And then Wagner says, "Let's go Stormers. You don't hear me say that often." So here we go. The kickoff of this game underway here. Kicking from right to left here in Stellenbosch. As Dan du Plessis have taken that ball inside the 22 they go. Now Paul de Wet gets it out to Manny Libbok, who puts it high up into the air. The chase now coming, but back for it beautifully. And here comes Albornoz, gets it out to the right winger there, who's got a chance now. Padavani takes it up through the forwards then. It's Alongi who takes it up now. Albornoz again, flat pass this time to the forwards, short of the 10-meter line, inside Stormers territory now to Vanaka. Albornoz with a kick downfield, and well taken by Blommetjies. The mark made inside the 22. Quickly tapped by Clayton Blommetjies now. He's going to have a run here from the 22-meter line. Well defended by Benetton. Now Paul de Wet gets it out to Lebok, who kicks it downfield, straight down the middle of the field. Here's another chance now for them as they make it Minozi. Minozi with a kick downfield, looking for the 50-22, straight into the hands of Blommetjies again. Puts it on the boot just outside the 22. Collected beautifully there by Paravani. Paravani goes with a high kick into the air. Round about the 10-meter line of the Stormers. Well taken, Damian Willemse. Between the 10 and the halfway line now, the Stormers here for the Roos. Roos into a bit of space. He's up over the halfway line now, brought down. Paul de Wet, quick possession now for the Stormers. Takes it up by Ruben van Heerden. Ruben van Heerden caught on the 10-meter line, isolated. And it's going to be a penalty to Benetton on the 10-meter line inside the Benetton's half. Completely isolated there and gives away the penalty. Ruben van Heerden with no support there, losing that penalty to Benetton. Johan de Bruin says, hi Guru, hou van die vlaggie om die skouer, die keer pas jou. Go Stormers. Ek dink dit pas my 'n bietjie beter, maar laat ons nou maar nie beklei vanaand die Johan. Right, the kick downfield there from Benetton is going to find touch round about 10 meters out from the try line. Trouble here for the Stormers early on in this game. Yeah, great work there by the lock forward of Benetton there. Winning that penalty was Ricardo Farreto. And now the throw in by Mahili. Mahili with the throw in to this line out now. It's taken at the front now. Here they come, Devenacher, Albornoz. Oh, it's a great little charge there from Zuliani. Now quick ball comes back for them. Muliani. About 10 meters out from the try line now is Benetton. Duvenacher gets it back. Here they come through Stowers. Penalty advantage for Benetton. It's Duvenacher now. Great little step there by Marco Lazzaroni. As they still get this ball back is Benetton now. Good defense from the Stormers though. Duvenacher, Albornoz. Little flat pass there. Beautiful tackle on the rear. Back comes again Manasi, still inside the 22 of the Stormers now. Duvenacher waiting for it, comes back again on the loop around Albornoz. A little gap opens up here for Rira. Rira, well tackled there by the Stormers though, 15 meters out. It's taken on by Muliani. Still 10 meters out from the try line. Duvenacher now gets it out to Isakor. Isakor took it up, but they're coming back for the penalty offside by the Stormers. 10 meters out from the try line, about 20 meters out from the right-hand touch line. Colin Darwin says, Freddie, Stormers fan, and then Megan Basson says, here we go, Stormers. Here we go. No mess up, Manny Libok today. I like your shirt you have on. Thanks, Megan. So it's just a flag, but it's the Shark jersey. So I'm not sure which one you like, but both really, really cool franchises. Right, so just a quick injury break to one of the Stormers players here. As Benetton with the early opportunity here. I haven't seen whether they're going to go for touch here or go for the three-pointer, but it's a vital game for them. They are going to go for the three-pointer. So it is Manazi now trying to get this penalty. Brandon Duplessis says, yes, guys, I think Stormers will win this one. I believe they will. That kick goes over. So 3-0. Benetton lead this game after just 5 minutes of play in this one. Benetton 3, the Stormers 0. Let's hope the Stormers are ready to rumble today. Right, so Manny Libok to get us back underway in this game from the halfway line. 5 minutes gone in this game between the Stormers and Benetton lead by 3-0. The restart well taken just outside the 22 by Benetton as Duvenacher now waits for it. He's waiting for it. Zuliani to take this one up for them. Just outside the 22. Slow ball coming back for Benetton. Stormers doing really well to try and disrupt this ruck, but it will come back for Duvenache now. About 10 meters out from the right-hand touchline, just outside the 22 of Benetton. Goes to the box kick over the top. Not going to go into touch. Blommetjies now gets it out to Libbok. Libbok on a 10-meter line of the Stormers goes on a little run. He's into a little gap, but it's been intercepted by Minosi. He's going to kick it downfield. Back for it is Clayton Blommetjies inside the 22. The chase coming from Minosi now. Clayton Blommetjies gets it away to Manny Libbok. Puts it on the boot. And that's sort well collected by Benetton on the 10-meter line. Gets the ball back on the inside to Muliani. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line of the Stormers. Now here they come. On a little cap by Rira. Gets it back now to Albornoz. Albornoz on the 10-meter line. Duvenache with a little chip kick over the top. Waiting for it. Blommetjies gets it. Well, gets past the first defender. Here he comes back on the inside. Up to the 10-meter line now is the Stormers. Will that ball come back for the Stormers? Yes, it will. Now Paul de Wet back to Kitshoff. Kitshoff tackled there by Alongi. Now Paul de Wet. Libbok gets it back to Dan du Plessis. Du Plessis with a long cut-out pass. That's a poor pass to Sinatla. And into touch it goes. It's a knock-on into touch. So choice here for Benetton. Line out or scrum. Stormers their own worst enemy at the moment. Alvarez says, good day everyone, go Stormers. Clinton Tron says, just keep the discipline up and the penalties to the minimum, boys. You can do it. And then Antoinette Garber says, hello Guru, my nerves. I know. So it will be a scrum down here to Benetton. It looks like roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Stormers. 7.5 minutes gone in this game. Stormers, the line out well taken by Benetton. Now Duvenache. Oh, it's been slapped down by Van Roos, but it's not slapped down. It's just knocked on as he tried to go for the intercept there. So it will be a scrum down to Benetton, roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line inside Stormers territory. Round about 15 meters out from the right-hand touchline for Benetton, playing from right to left. 3 points to nil after 8 minutes of play in this game. The Stormers are trailing at the moment. Discipline needs to be vital for the Stormers side today if they're going to win this game. Right. To the Benetton side. Let's see what they can do. Duvenache waiting to feed this one in for them. It's a good feed here by Benetton on the halfway line now. Duvenache, Albornoz, Rira caught behind the advantage line there on the halfway line. Good tackle from Willemse. Now Duvenache, back it comes Suliani. The little kick from Albornoz is a cross kick and straight into touch it goes. So it will be a line out way back on the 10-meter line of the Benetton side. So Brandon asking, when does the Sharks play? So I think they do play tomorrow, Brandon. Just not quite sure what time just yet. The throw in from JJ Kotze now. Paul de Wet gets it out to Manny Libbok. Flat pass to Du Plessis, who's going to straighten the line up to the 10-meter line of Benetton now in the middle of the field. Hier van Roos, good double tackle on him on the 10-meter line. Now Paul de Wet again. It's out. It goes now. Stormers driving it up. Neetling Fouché took this one in. Now here van Roos again. Roos losing a bit of ground. Here's the Stormers now between the 10 and the halfway line. Paul de Wet, back it comes Sinatla. Sinatla tries to fend off Watson there. Can't do so now. Paul de Wet back to Willie Engelbrecht. Stormers losing ground up to the halfway line again. Now this looks like it might be a turnover here for Benetton. Now it comes back for the Stormers on the halfway line. Paul de Wet, Manny Libbok. Out in Neetling Fouché, puts his head down on the halfway line, right in the middle of the field. Penalty advantage. Here comes the penalty for the Stormers now. Offside from Benetton on the halfway line, or just inside Benetton's half, in the middle of the field here. An opportunity for the Stormers. Right, what can they do from here? Is the Stormers, they're going to kick this to the corner, and it's not going to find touch, and it's a chance wasted by the Stormers now as the ball's being kicked downfield. It's a massive kick from them, going out just outside the 22 of the Stormers. Quickly thrown in by Achieva Diamani. Clayton Bloming's back to Achieva Diamani. He's still going as Diamani. Back on the inside to Dan Duplessis. Up to the 22 he goes. Now needs support, gets ball of it. Man and ball there. Turnover ball for Benetton, but a penalty to the Stormers again. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line, 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline for the Stormers. Brilliant counter-attack ability there, shown by Achieva Diamani and Clayton Bloming's. Sure. Rainman Rugby says the poor man's you played it. Thanks, Rainman. Login Robert says, Stormers, you can do it. Megan Basson, the Sharks game is at 6:15 tomorrow. And in Denver, Whittle says, oh, please, Stormers. So that penalty is going to be brought back to the 10-meter line inside Benetton's half. The kick now from Libok is going to find touch about 5 meters inside the 22 of Benetton. Good opportunity now for the Stormers. Brilliant stuff from Achieva Diamani there. Now the line out taken by the Stormers. Here comes the drive now. Broke away from Billy Engelbrecht now, just 10 meters out from the try line. Ball a bit back to Jeff van der Roos. Roos takes it up to about 5 meters out from the try line. Good defense from Benetton. Nietlink for sure now. Still 5 meters out. Ball a bit. Here comes Billy Engelbrecht. Oh, nearly running Dan Duplessis to the ground there now. Achieva Diamani with a beautiful little step. Push back in a tackle though. Here they still come as the Stormers. Ruben van Heerden. Still 5 meters out. Now it's Damian Willems. Tries to wriggle his way through. Can't do so. Great defense from Benetton. Ball of it. Back it comes to JJ Kotze. Kotze still on the 5 meter line of Benetton. Now pulled of it. Back it comes Nietlink with Manny Lebok on a loop around now. Sinatla gets it out to Jeff van der Roos, and it's going to be Roos. No, he's not going to get there. Just short. Brilliant defense from Benetton. Ball of it now back to Dan Duplessis. Just 2 meters out from the try line as the Stormers now. Can Jeff van der Roos go over? No. Still brilliant defense from Benetton now. Ball of it back to Nietlink for sure. Just 2 meters out now. Ball of it. Back Lebok going with a little cross kick here. Was that the right decision? It's beautifully taken, and it's Angelo Davids is over for the try. Brilliant stuff there from the Stormers. I thought for a second that they blew it there, but brilliant stuff from Angelo Davids. Took it well in the air, still had work to do, and got the try down for them. Stormers 5, Benetton 3, with the conversion to come. Remember, the Stormers are playing in Stellenbosch today. The port looking really good. Not sure how many people's there, but definitely the vibe is there for the Stormers side. Raymond Rugby says, good job. Keep up the good work, Rugby Guru. Just pulling your leg. No problem, Rainman. Like your channel as well. I did see you posted a couple of good videos there on your channel. So if it's the right person that I'm talking to, you're doing a great job yourself. Right, so Manny Libok then with this conversion attempt here for them. 14.5 minutes into this game. Bernito De Bruin says, good one, Stormers. And that kick from Libok pulled way to the left there. 5 points to 3, it stays. So Manny Libok suddenly struggling with his goal kicking all of a sudden. Will that cost him a place in the World Cup squad a little bit later on this year? Right, so after all of this, 15 minutes gone, it's 5 points to 3. The Stormers leading Benetton here. Rainman says you got the right person, Rugby Guru. Thank you also for the compliment. No problem, Rainman. We have to look after each other. Great kick there. Into touch it goes on the halfway line from the Stormers. Rita says she's worried about Lebok's form. So not so much about his overall form, but his goal kicking form at the moment has left us a little bit worried. 5 meters inside the half of Benetton now. The throw-in's going to come here from Benetton. Malia takes that in. Oh, it's sloppy at the back from Duvenage. Under pressure now, Benetton on the 10-meter line inside their own half, but they do get it back now. An opportunity here for them. It's taken up by Alongi, the tight head prop here for Benetton. As Duvenage waiting for it. Looks like he's going to go with the box kick over the top. Is Duvenage. The chase now coming, and Sinatla's taken that beautifully on the 10-meter line. Penalty here to the Stormers, and playing the player in the air is the call from the referee. 16 and a half minutes gone in this first half. A brilliant take there. Just timed it wrong there. Was Eduardo Padovani there for Benetton. So the kick downfield from Lebok now, and that's going to find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line on the left-hand side of the field. Almost 17 minutes gone, the first quarter of the first half of this game. Right, JJ Kotze with a throw into this line out. He's going to be finding Marvin Uri off the back now. Dan Duplessis is going to straighten it up. Just up over the 22 he goes, but knock on from the Stormers. And here comes a counter attack from Benetton. It's a lovely little break here from Benetton. They get the pass away. Oh, here's trouble for the Stormers. Are they going to go all the way? Is Benetton now? Just a brilliant. Oh, that's a phenomenal counter try from Benetton. And it looks like it's, who's the try scorer? We have to look at this. I think it's the number 6 that ran the length of the field there. Was, let's have a look here. It's Alessandro Izikor, the blindside flanker for them, who ran all the way for the try there. Brilliant stuff from Benetton. I nearly thought that Damian Willems had made a brilliant cover tackle, but he just managed to wriggle his way through and got over for the try there. Brilliant stuff from Benetton. And they find themselves in the lead here by 8 points to 5 with a conversion to come. Geez, luck. Robert says, coach should change Lebok now. Don't waste time. And then leave him in first half, second half change. So Thomas Albornoz now to try and convert this kick here for Benetton. 8 points to 5 it is. Conversion to come from Albornoz. So it's a good looking kick, but it's going to just go. Whoa, it's over, says the touch judges. It looked like it was missed for a second there, but the conversion goes over. So 10 points to 5 it is. And what a breakout try here from Benetton to take the lead back in this game. 10 points to 5. Login Robert says Stormers are not focused. What a run from the number 6 flanker there. Brilliant stuff from Alexandro Ezekor. The restart then from the Stormers, and it's well taken by Benetton just outside the 22 now, as Duvenage waits for it about 10 meters out from the right-hand touchline here off Benetton. Just outside the 22 now. Dewald Duvenage waiting for it. Going with the box kick over the top now. Blommetjies waiting for it. He's going to have a run on his own here on the halfway line. Quickly brought down by Benetton. Paul de Wet is now waiting for this one to come out. Gets it out to Van Roos. Roos takes it up just over halfway. In the middle of the field now. Paul de Wet waiting for it. Slow ball coming back for the Stormers now. Lebok going high up into the air. The chase now coming from Willems, but it's well taken there at the back, and a beautiful little break here from Minozi up to the halfway line. Now Duvenage goes to the little chip kick over the top, but back for it is Lebok. Makes the mark inside the 22. And A chance now to clear this ball for the Stormers. So Libok to kick this one out. Brandon du Plessis says Dan du Plessis must go off. Jeez, like, guys, what's going on? I think Dan du Plessis is in the form of his life at the moment, playing some really good rugby. That kick from Libok finding touch now between the 10 and the 22 of Benetton, but it will be a Benetton throw-in. Also roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Benetton's half. So a chance now again for Mahili to throw this one in. Mahili, the hooker of Benetton today. 10 points to 5 it is at the moment. The throw-in well taken here by Benetton now, getting it off the back. Mullier again just up over the 10 now. Duvenacher with a box kick over the top now. Taken there by Angelo Davids now just outside the 22. He's going to go on a little run here, but the defense, brilliant from Benetton, stopping him in his tracks. Now Libok again goes to the kick downfield, finding a bit of space at the back. That ball is going to hop, and Duvenacher back for it. Gets it out to Padavani, who's going to kick it downfield, and he will find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Benetton's half. So an attacking line out now for the Stormers. Johannes Payne says all 23 must go off. Stormers have played 2 previous URC matches at Donny Craven Stadium, beating Zebra 55-7 and Connacht 38 points to 19. So can they make it 3 out of 3 today? A horrible throw in here from the Stormers. Turned over by Benetton now. Bornes with a kick downfield, looking for the 50-22. But back for it is Clayton Blommetjies now. From inside his 22, tries to step. Again, the defense of Benetton, brilliant here, just outside the 22 of the Stormers. Now Paul de Wet waiting for it. Just about 5 meters outside of the 22 now. Marvin Nouri, good little drive there from him. Moving towards the left-hand side of the field now. Paul de Wet, Neetlink Boucher. Still just outside the 22 is the Stormers now. Paul de Wet. Slow ball coming back for the Stormers. Paul de Wet looks like he's going to get the ball back to Manny Libok now. They're going to run this now. Clayton Blommetjies out to Dan du Plessis. Dan du Plessis, good tackle again from Benetton on the 10-meter line of the Stormers. Now gets it out. JJ Kotze again. On a chance now, Paul de Wet. Great tackle there again from Benetton, but they're offside. The penalty advantage, a little chip kick from Manny Libok, but collected there by Muli. And we're going to come back for a penalty to the Stormers. Benetton 10, Stormers 5 here. 24 minutes gone in this game. Donnie de Toy says, Libok vloekspelers en maas en stuur hom waar hy hoor. And then Brandon says, if you play bad, then I agree. Right. So we've got a penalty, an injury break here to one of the Benetton players. It looks like it's the prop forward of Benetton there, Thomas Garlow, receiving some attention. So it will be a scrum down to the Stormers. Penalty, roundabout on the halfway line. Can they make this count? The Stormers have looked a little bit flat and lackluster at times throughout this first 23 minutes of the game. And Benetton has been tackling like Trojan horses. That kick from Libok is going to find touch round about 15 meters out from the try line. A good opportunity now for the Stormers to hit back in this game. Login Roberts says, is Stormers suffering mentally? Oh, it could be, but not quite sure. Look, the game against Munster quality side, so it could go any way on the day, but surely Benetton, the Stormers should get past. Now Chiva Diamani takes that one in. The ball has been formed here by the Stormers now. Can it get this driving ball going? Marvin Nouri controlling that ball at the back now. Now they're starting to move forward. About 10 meters out from the try line is the Stormers now. JJ Kotze have control of that ball at the back. Slowly but surely making headway now as the Stormers still going about 7 meters out from the try line. Still going 5 meters out from the try line. Can the Stormers go all the way here? JJ Kotze still controlling that ball at the back now. Came through the middle. There was a brilliant from Zuliani. They're making life difficult for the Stormers now. Libok held up in a tackle. Still 5 meters out from the try line. Paulovet will get this ball back now. An opportunity for the Stormers. Comes back again to Kitsov. Kitsov stopped on the 5-meter line now. Right on the left-hand side of the field. 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline. And the referee's going to stop the play here for an injury to one of the Benetton players. So it looks serious enough to stop the play right there. Brandon Duplessis says Stormers missing Kulisi. I'm not so sure. I mean, a guy like Dion Fourie has definitely stepped into that Stormers role. So too has everybody, really. Billy Engelbrecht and, I mean, who else have played at number 6? We've seen them all around. Well, Van Roos might be in trouble here. Was that a little push to the ground there from Van Roos on Zuliani? I'm not quite sure, but they did show the replay. I couldn't see. I just took my eye off for a second, but they did have a look at it quite a bit. So let's have another look at here what happened. So Zuliani went and then Irfan. Oh, yeah, that could be red card here, right now for Van Roos. Yeah, they're going to go upstairs. Such unnecessary nonsense from Van Roos there. As he basically pushed the guy's head to the ground. And yeah, he could be lucky he gets away with a yellow card. It's intentionally done from him as well. Yes. Oh, no, that's going to be a straight red card. I would have given him a red card, surely. Well, that's definitely not what Van Roos would have wanted. He's been an exceptional player for the Stormers side, but we know that he's one of those guys that tend to be really ill-disciplined and a little bit too much pumped up, one would say. Login Roberts says, cheers to Guru and viewers. It's Friday. Go Stormers. Let's happy Stormers fan. Well, it could become a sad Stormers fan, Login Roberts, if this is going to be a red card for Van Roos. I can't see any. Whoa, luckily. Yeah, it's only going to be a yellow. Very, very lucky Van Roos there. I don't think this is going to be the end of it. Simon Reader says, how's it, Guru? Hope you are well, mate. Thanks, Simon. I am good, thanks. So a yellow card is going to come up for Van Roos here. And I think he can consider himself very, very lucky. Because, I mean, I'm not one for red cards, but that was a blatant, really poor decision from him to really shove the player's head into the ground. So, and you all know I'm a big fan of Van Roos, so very lucky. Yellow card for Van Roos then, 10 points to 5, the score remains. It will be a penalty then to Benetton from 10 meters out from their own try line. Very lucky there. Line out will take place on the 10-meter line inside Benetton's half now. 5 points to 10, the scoreboard at the moment. Still 14 minutes. Well, yeah, 14 minutes to play as Canoni comes on for Zuliani, who I think would have gone for a HIA. Right, so the line out misplaced there by Benetton, and Neetling for Shears got it now. Ruben van Heerden takes it up onto the 10-meter line. Brilliant defense from Benetton again. They've really tackled their hearts out in this opening 27 minutes of the game. Now Paul de Wet, back it comes to Libok, who puts it high up into the air. The chase came from the Stormers, and well taken by Dan Duplessis. He's between a 22 and a 10-meter line. Now the Stormers, Paul de Wet cuts off. Manny Lebok again gets it out to Blommetjies. The little pass over the top. As it got, it's been knocked on by the Stormers, says the referee. And it will be a scrum down to Benetton. Memania says Ruas and Stormers fortunate there. Johannes Payne says, I think that will be one of these days an orange card. Absolutely. Right, so it will be a scrum down to Benetton between the 10 and the 22 as Ruben van Heerden has stayed down. So let's just stop the clock again there. That 27 minutes in this game already. The Stormers trailing by 5 at the moment. Oh, that was a bad twist to the knee of Ruben van Heerden as well. He was tackled there by Canoni. And that was a pretty bad one. Will he be able to get up from this one? Well, he is still looking all right. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like Arends van Ryn is warming up. So I don't think that Ruben van Heerden will have any part of this game anymore, as it more looks likely like Arends van Ryn will be coming onto the field now. So 27 minutes played, 10 points to 5. And I must say, Benetton has looked the better team of the two so far. Really poor from the Stormers at time. But yeah, give credit where it's due. Benetton has tackled really well and they've looked dangerous at times. So Arends van Ryn will be replacing Ruben van Heerden now. And the Stormers still down to 14 men as well. Brandon Duplessis, what did Stormers have in their hands? Just knock-ons the whole time. Yeah, it's small things not working, going their way today, Brandon, unfortunately. You get some of those days. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes bad. Well, for the first 27 minutes, it's not gone too great for the Stormers side so far. Right, so it will be a scrum to Benetton between the 10 and the 22 inside their own half. About 10 meters out from the right-hand touchline here for Benetton. Dewald Duvenage will feed this in for Benetton. Right, here we go. Time's back on. And the scrum fed in by Duvenage. Now good scrum here from Benetton, trying to milk a penalty. But the referee's having none of it now. Albornoz gets it out to Manazi. Manazi cuts back on the inside. Good defense there from Lebok. Duvenage waiting for it. Comes back again now. So taken up beautifully there by Alongi. The tight prop now. Duvenage back to Albornoz with the kick downfield. And into the hands of Blommetjies now. On the 10-meter line inside his own half, goes to the kick up into the air. The chase from himself, taken by Albornoz, who's going to kick this downfield again. Looking for space in behind. Lebok is back for it. No, yeah, here's Lebok. Gets the pass away to Sanatla now from inside the 22. He's going to kick this, and he will find touch right about between the 10 and the halfway line inside the Stormers territory. So a lot of kicking there up and down the field, and nobody really getting things going, unfortunately. So I'm just going to move away from the screen as I've got to fill up the lungs a little bit. But it is going to be taken in here from by Benetton between the 10 and the halfway line. Sloppy ball to Duvenage now. Gets it back to Rera. Rera, flat pass now. Chance now for them. It's taken out by Stowers just inside the Stormers half. Comes back again. Albornoz gets a long cut pass out there to Izikor, but into touch. Here go. So from about 5 meters outside of the 22. It will be a line out to the Stormers. 5 meters outside of their own 22 here. As JJ Kotze will throw this one in. The number 6 here of Benetton playing some really good rugby. Just that ball slicing off the boot a little bit. But some great work by Izikor today for Benetton. Right, JJ Kotze then with the throw into this lineup. Goes to Achieva Diamani. The ball has been formed here by the Stormers just outside their own 22 now, the Stormers. What can they do with this one? Still going with the driving ball as the Stormers now. From about 10 meters out from their own 22 now. This ball will have to come out. Comes out through Neetling Visheer. Neetling Visheer held up in a tackle. Now he's brought down. Is there support here for the Stormers? Baldervet, slow ball coming back for them. Comes back to JJ Kotze again. Nearly up to the 10-meter line inside their own half is the Stormers now. Baldervet, slow ball again for the Stormers. He will be going with a box kick over the top. The chase coming from Angelo Davids. It's well taken there by Watson for Benetton. He's going to make his way up to the halfway line. Now to Vanaga, once quick ball for Benetton. It is going to be worked up there by Carlo. Good defense here from the Stormers though. Pushing them back into their own half is Benetton now. It's Albornoz going with the bomb kick into the air. It's going to be knocked on by Plomikis, and here comes Benozzi. Benozzi now up to the 22 they go. Oh, he's also knocked it. Oh, it's been slapped away by the Stormers. So penalty to Benetton just outside the 22 now. Stormers their own worst enemy at the moment. As Duvenacher now talking to his players. They're going to kick this to the corner and set up another attacking line out here, surely. Yeah, Albornoz is going to kick this to the corner for Benetton. 8 minutes to go in his first half. And it's all Benetton at the moment. Remember, Van Roo still in the bin for at least another 5 minutes or so. Yeah, that ball slapped back by Sinatla from that ruck illegally. Right, a chance now here for them as Mayali throws that one in. Here they come with the driving ball. It's been sacked legally by the Stormers now. It is taken up there by Zanin. Zanin making a bit of ground now. Duvenacher waiting for it. Comes back again to the forwards. 10 meters out from the try line towards the middle of the field now for Benetton. Duvenacher again waiting for it. Comes again with the forwards. Still 10 meters out right in the middle of the field. Duvenacher. Now it's a long cut-out pass into touch. And it will be a line out to the Stormers. 10 meters out from their own try line. They've survived another Benetton onslaught. Must say, both teams' defenses really good today. The throw-in now going to come from JJ Kotze. Stormers still down to 14 men for another couple of minutes. 7 minutes to go in this first half. JJ Kotze with a throw into this lineup for the Stormers. Goes to the back. Taken by a Diamani. Now Paul de Wet. Flat pass to Willie Engelbrecht. He's taken that up beautifully. Now Paul de Wet waiting for this one to come back. 10 meters out from their own try line towards the middle of the field. Benetton really trying to disrupt time here for the Stormers. But Paul de Wet do get this ball away. Not going to find touch. Into the hands of Watson on the halfway line. Watson running infield now. Gets the pass away. Here's trouble as Padovani goes to the little kick downfield. Finds touch just outside the 22 of the Stormers. Still the Stormers having to defend inside their own half here. They haven't had the ball that they wanted. And so far, not really getting that go-forward ball. Momentum just been broken every time that they get the ball with little knock-ons and ill discipline. JJ Kotze now to throw this one in for the Stormers on the 22. Benetton have won just 2 away matches this season to probably 2 of the worst teams in the competition, Zebra and the Ospreys. So this will be a really a bloody nose to the Stormers if they have to lose this one. Now Paul de Wet, back it comes to Libok, who puts it on the boot. He's going to kick it straight down the middle of the field. And now a chance here for Menossi. Oh, nearly intercepted there by Angelo Davids. But it does come back to Benetton. It's been said to have been knocked on by Benetton. I think that's the wrong call from the referee. But either way, it will be a scrum down to the Stormers here between the 10 and the 22 of Benetton. And a good attacking opportunity now for the Stormers. Yeah, it came off the shoulder, or really the back of Angelo Davids, but it never touched Manazi there as well. So Stormers can find themselves very lucky there to actually get the scrum down. I wonder if the referee would change that call based on the replay that you just saw. But either way, filled up the lungs and ready to talk again or continue talking. Let's go through a few comments here. Jacobo Pencil says, red card. No, I don't think there was a red card at any time there. Chris Safe Fried asks, is this game in Stellish? Yes, it is. And then Moersebaar says, Duvenage, where's your loyalty? Don't be like Dwayne Vermeulen. Drop that ball. Bloody hell. And then Megan says, where are you, Guru? What are you up to? Just filled up the lungs, Megan. Brandon Duplessis, Stormers lose against Munster. Can you believe that? And maybe this one also. And then Moersebaar says, Stormers struggling with high-quality wingers. Nutla and Davids, not like your typical Cape wingers. Colby, Brayton, William Slapchips or Moody, which is a bit strange. And then Chris also says, heard this game has been played in Stellenbosch. Is that true? Yes, it is. Right, so we do have stoppage in play here for Damian Willems, who's receiving some attention real quickly. Chris Safe Right says, was there last weekend to watch Paul Roos take on Gray? Right, so 4 minutes left in this first half and 5 points to 10. Benetton leading this one. Stormers have been their own worst enemy. Ian van Roos also back onto the field now. So Stormers back to full strength. Right, let's see what's going to happen here. Whose scrum will this be now after they saw the replay? Right, so it will be a Benetton feed to the scrum. Right, time's back on. Benetton to feed this one in Duvenage now. Nice commentary, Guru. Can you get as excited as this Easy Corsa commentators? I doubt it, Llewellyn. I try my best. Duvenage now, Bornes. Out to Rira. Flat pass to Zanin. Onto the 10-meter line they go. Is Benetton now. Duvenage back to Albornes. Goes to the kick downfield. Bounce of the ball into the hands of Clayton Blommetjies inside the 22 now. Goes to the kick downfield and he will find touch. Let's see. Roundabout on the halfway line. Dries Spears says, La Duma. Oh, Nick Mallet also in the stand here watching the game. Wish he could go back to coaching at some stages, Nick Mallet. Dries Spears says, greetings from Perth. Fingers crossed, Stormers will win. Right, so another throw now here for Benetton from this line out on the halfway line. Line out taken well there by Izikor. Maul has been formed by Benetton now on the halfway line. Comes back to Duvenage, who goes high up into the air. Not a greatest of kick here, but the chase is good. Knocked on by Angelo Davids now. Let's see what the referee's going to call. It's going to be a knock-on from Angelo Davids and a knock-on from Benetton. So scrum down on the 10 of the Stormers here for Benetton. We've still got 2 minutes to play in this first half. 10 points to 5. Benetton leading the Stormers at the moment. Can we see a moment of magic here from the Stormers? 5 handling errors to 1 so far for the Stormers and really letting themselves down at the moment. Right, Duvenage defeat the scrum. Chance here before halftime for Benetton. Murzabar says, please, the easy quasi commentators can keep Guru Brandy. Guru is the real deal, best of the best. Just a pity about his choice of jumper. Come on, Murzabar. Off the back now, Stowers up over the 10-meter line now. Here they come, Duvenachet looking for a little snipe. Nearly getting into that little gap there, but isolated and gives away the penalty to the Stormers. Great defensive effort from Kitsov. Quickly taken by the Stormers. Here they come. Dan du Plessis now. Willemse into space now, up over the halfway line. Between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside Benetton's half now. It's here van der Roos who takes it up to the 10-meter line. Penalty advantage to the Stormers offside Benetton. Lebok now. Dan du Plessis on a loop around. Gets it out to Angelo Davids. Cuts back on the inside. Just short of the 10-meter line now. Cuts off. Lebok again. Lebok out to Blommetjies now. Sanatla out to Van der Roos. He cuts back on the inside. Still on the 10-meter line now is the Stormers now. Paul de Wet cuts off, puts the head down. Up to the 10-meter line they go. Now Paul de Wet, Clayton Blommetjies gets the pass out to Lebok. Now it's Dan du Plessis looking for a little kick ahead. But straight into one of the players and we're coming back for the penalty. Login Robert says, bad first half. Hope Stormers come back with a better plan. And then if we lose this round, what's next? I don't think the Stormers can end lower than second or third. Gavelin, I haven't checked the lock as of late. Megan asked, where's the Stormers flag? Wait. It just fell off. It seems like the Shark jersey don't want it. Right, so the Stormers with a last chance here before halftime. As Lebok is going to find touch here, 15 meters out from the try line. Wurzelbaas says Dion Fourie leaving such a massive void in the Stormers. Also Diamani, not his usual explosive self. And Richard Corver says, hi Guru, long time no here. I missed your commentary. Yeah, it's work-related, Richard. And then I have been battling with YouTube as of late. We've had some... well, no, I wouldn't say misunderstanding, but I'm not being monetized at the moment. And yeah, basically doing this commentary for the love of the game at the moment. So hopefully that will be sorted by the 25th. All those videos that I've uploaded of the past games have, well, basically took away the monetization because you're not allowed to re-upload any content. So we'll see how that goes in the future. Ben Jason Dixon will be replacing... Arends van der Rijn here, who's also out with injury now. So they've lost Ruben van Heeren and Arends van der Rijn now. The line-up taken by Marvin Nouri as the Stormers now gets the driving ball going here. In fact, it was on the 22-meter line, that line-up. Still going forward now as the Stormers now 15 meters out. Quickly moving forward here as the Stormers driving ball to about 10 meters out. Penalty advantage now to the Stormers. Baldervet waiting for this one. Comes back. Lebok going with a cross kick again. Will this work for them? Oh, it's been slapped back there by Angelo Davids and into touch by Blommetjies. But they will come back for the penalty to the Stormers. Kick it to the corner again and set up the driving ball. Well, nearly worked out there for the Stormers. Murzabaas says penalty try all day. No, come on, Murzabaas. Stormers play so good the whole competition, but starting to mess it up now, says Adrian Jantjies. So the kick to the corner here for the Stormers is going to find touch 5 meters out from the try line. Can the Stormers do this before halftime? No time left on the clock for this first half. They should take this one as the full-time one. Let's see if they can score a try from here. Marvin Nouri takes it in. The driving ball set up here by them. Another penalty advantage to the Stormers. This time they're going to go over. And it's Willie Engelbrecht who gets the try for the Stormers. 10-all here with a conversion to come. The Stormers likely to go into the lead at halftime by 12 points to 10. Willie Engelbrecht has stayed down as well. And this is the last thing the Stormers want now, is a bunch of injuries towards the playoffs. Gavilan says, don't like how they kick away possession without no plan. Well, they knew the penalty was coming, and yeah, taking that 50-50 chances, I guess. Brandon says Stormers will go to 4th place if they lose and Warriors win. Well, there you have it. Thanks, Brandon. Right, so Libbok to try and put the Stormers into the lead here on the stroke of half-time. That kick from Libbok is going to go through. So the Stormers lead at half-time, but they won't be too happy with the way things have gone. It's half-time here. Stormers 12, Benetton 10. And yeah, it's been one of those games that, yeah, I don't know. You're happy that you lead, but you're disappointed with the performance of the team. And we'll find out in the second half if they can improve on that. But the biggest thing is the Stormers, although they're still playing poorly, are leading this game. So it all's looking really good. Richard says, good to send YouTube a bottle of brandy and all will be right. Hope all gets sorted soon. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, it's a pity, but yeah, life of a YouTuber or a rugby YouTuber, it seems very difficult to get up and going. The moment things look really good, they find a way to dislodge you and just steal that ball in the ruck, it seems, Richard. Colin Peter says, just playing running rugby, please, Stormers. And then close one, though, at least, says Barry. And then Chris Swanepoel says, Mursabas. And Brandon says, hope Stormers come back in a second and win this game. If they don't, then we must give them handy. Right, with that, I'm going to probably go and fill up this one because it's almost empty. And I will see you guys for the second half real soon. Right, guys, we are back for the second half of the game between the Stormers and Benetton. The Stormers leading by 12 points to 10 at the moment, and it's all but been a pretty first half. We've seen some really sloppy play from the Stormers throughout that first half, and I'm not sure what the reason for that is, because it is a full-strength team. I think the Stormers will be a little bit more worried about the fact that they've lost a couple of key players already. Ruben van Heerden went off the field with a knee injury. Aaron van Rijn left the field just a little bit after that. And now onto the field, Ben Jason Dixon. Luckily for the Stormers, they do have some really great utility players in that pack of forwards. So left on the bench, then Josen Dweba, Ali Vermaak, Frans Malherbe, and Marcel Tennyson, along with Herschel Jantjies and Ruan Nel. But yeah, it's a big blow to lose Ruben van Heerden, who's been in some quite exceptional form for this Cape franchise. But yeah, we'll see how the second half go. I'm expecting the Stormers to step up the gear and really turn on the gas in the second half and win this game with a bonus point. However, you never know what Benetton can bring to the party. They've played some really good rugby throughout the first half, some great defensive efforts from them, and some really good attacking play at times. But overall, the game has been sloppy. And to be quite honest, I think both teams will not be happy with the way things have gone in that first half. One of my big talking points in this first half was whether the yellow card to Van Roos should have been a red. I think it was really silly and stupid of him to go and really push that guy's face or head into the ground. Could have injured the guy badly, had to leave the field afterwards and didn't return. So I'm expecting the citing commissioner to have another look at that after this game. So Van Roos will have to play a massive 40 minutes, because I do believe that he might be out for a couple of weeks after this game. But yeah, it is what it is. It worked out for him in the end. So yeah, let's hope for a better second half, as the Stormers will be kicking off from right to left here in the second half of this game. So we are going to get the second half underway. It's going to be Manny Libok to kick off from right to left on my screen. Let's see if the Stormers can pull this one off. Right, second half to start, as Manny Libok gets us back underway here for the second half. It's a high-hanging kickoff, sloppy from Benetton as they collected eventually, as Zuliani, who is back on the field. So he went for the HIA test and came back onto the field. So just outside the 22 now of Benetton, it's Duvenacher controlling this ball. He is going to go with the box kick over the top now to chase down. Clayton Blommetjies have got this one, gets the pass out to Libok. Quick pass out to Angelo Davids now. Angelo Davids taking up to the halfway line, but he's pushed back in the tackle now. Van Roos have to recover that ball on the 10-meter line of the Stormers. Ball the vet out to Chiva Diamani now. Stormers have possession. Roos flat pass. Beautiful breakout from Marvin Uri. Marvin Uri now up to the 22 they go. He's going to need support now. Brought down. Did well to keep that ball in hand now. Paul de Wet gets the pass out here van Roos now. Roos gets it out to Neetling Bashir. It's Clayton Blommetjies switches back on the inside to Engelbrecht, dots it down. And it's an opening try to the Stormers to get the second half underway. That is a beautiful try from the Stormers. That's the way to start your second half. Let's wrap this thing around. Maybe I should make a little knot, because the Shark jersey is not happy that I'm having the Shark flag on. 17 points to 10 it is. And what a start to the second half from the Stormers. Brilliant stuff. Backs and forwards alike there. Nearly thought that Clayton Blommetjies messed it up with a switch back on the inside to Willie Engelbrecht, but he did manage to get the try down. Right, so Chris Swanepoel happy there. 17 points to 10. The Stormers now lead with a conversion to come. Can Manny Lebok get this one? His goal kicking has not been the greatest in his last 2 games. He's kicking to touch as well. So just going into a little slump here is Lebok. That one is going to pull well to the right as well. So it's a 7-point game here. But what a flat pass from here van Rust to Marvin Uri into the gap. And probably one of the most underrated locks in South Africa at the moment is Marvin Uri, who's playing some really good rugby at times. Great stuff from Willie Engelbrecht. Had a lot of work to do to get that try. The restart from Albornoz, well taken by Marvin Uri. Up over the 10-meter line goes the Stormers now. Paul de Wet waiting for it. Comes back to Clayton Blommetjies. Now Lebok to Willemse, puts it on the boot. The little kick down. Oh, field, and it's been missed by Benetton. It's going to run over the 22, gets it back though. Here's Albornoz to the kick downfield. Great relieving kick there into the hands of Willemse. Now Blommetjies on the halfway line. Sinatla now. Sinatla still going. Sinatla gets the pass out to Dan du Plessis. He's done really well to keep hold of that ball. Still, the Stormers have possession. Paul de Wet now back to Lebok. Gets the pass out to Ben Jason Dixon. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line of Benetton now. Stormers finding a second breath now. Lebok out to, left it behind was here van Rust. Collected by Lebok again. On the 10-meter line of Benetton now. Cuts off nearly into the half cap. Neetling Fisher gets the pass out to Davids, who knocks it on. He's had a really poor game apart from the try that he scored earlier on. Johan de Bruin says, Guru kry 'n safety pin, dan gaan hy daar bo bly. En in Esbok is daai coke of het dit iets in wat brandewyn of iets wat brand. Ja, nee, hy brand beslis. Ek het 'n bietjie 'n willebees probeer vandag Esbok en ek moet sê ek is nogal impressed met die willebees. Chris Wannepoel sê Esbok 'n dop op sy tyd is soos brood en konfyt. Ja, nee, julle het hom so. Right, 4.5 minutes gone in this second half. And the Stormers leading by a 7-point at the moment. TJ DePree says, how are you, Guru? Nice listening to you again. I'm good, thanks, TJ. Yeah, I'm not on as much as I like to be. Like tomorrow, I won't be able to do any commentary, but enjoying this one quite thoroughly. Always great to have the Stormers supporters on the channel. The fed in here by Garbisi, who's replaced Duvenage. Garbisi gets it out now. Albornoz. Out it goes to Riro. Puts it on the boot now. Waiting for it is Blommetjies just outside the 22. Goes to the kick downfield. It's well taken by Minosi. Minosi with the kick downfield. That's a massive kick. Collected by Sinatla. Gets the pass out to Manny Lebok. Lebok from inside his 22 gets the kick away to round about the 10-meter line inside Stormers territory. Jeswin Jafta says, here we go, Stormers. Here we go, Stormers. Lekker man, Guru. Login Robert says, Stormers need 3 more tries. Isn't it 2 tries for the bonus point, Login, or are you looking at point difference as well? Right, so the throw now coming from Benetton. Line out fed in beautifully. Here comes Garbisi, Albornoz, Sarira. Zanin gets it away to Padovani, to Minosi. Minosi with a little stab through. That ball is going to roll. Oh, nobody really wanted it. And it goes into touch after it's been kicked into touch by Sinatla. So it will be a line out to Benetton, 5 meters up from the Stormers try line. Just have to look if there was any foul play involved here. That dive from Sinatla could be deemed dangerous. Let's just have a look what the referee decides here. So Watson is receiving some attention, but doesn't look like they're going to have anything to do with it. Antoinette says, Guru, I miss you a lot. My 3rd red wine enjoy it, Antoinette. You can. Right, so line out to Benetton, 5 meters out from the try line. A chance now for them to hit back as it's been taken in there beautifully by Benetton. Now just a meter short of the try line. Carlo with a go. He's going to be pushed back by Marvin Uri. Great defense from the big lock forward. Waiting for it now. Stowers. Oh, he's knocked it on. Great defense from the Stormers now. As Dan Duplessis gets it away, he's going to kick it downfield. And that's not going to find touch. It's knocked back by Benetton, but it's taken eventually by Albornoz. Tackled on the 22-meter line. Great counter ruck here from the Stormers. It's sloppy from Benetton. It's eventually collected by Stowers now between the 10 and the 22 of the Stormers. Garbisi gets it out now. Here's a chance for them all. Again, sloppy. Albornoz having to pick that up off the back on the 10-meter line. Good defense again from the Stormers. Pushing them back now. Garbisi again. Back to Stowers once again. So Garbisi comes out to Izikor. Takes it up there. Garbisi again. Albornoz on the loop around Watson. He's tackled on the halfway line. Benetton going nowhere slowly. Garbisi goes to the box kick over the top. Looking for space in behind. That's going to go directly into touch. Line out on the halfway line for the Stormers. Brilliant defensive effort from them. Logan Roberts says, heartbeat, Stormers, defend. And then Chris Wonderful says, Antoinette is goeie medisyne. Definitief. Right, so line out on the halfway line here for the Stormers. JJ Kotze finds Sajiva Diamani. Paul de Wet now, Libok on the loop around Willems. So his kick has been charged down, but he manages to collect it again now. He's brought down just up over the 10-meter line inside Stormers territory in the middle of the field. Kitsov now. He drives his way up. Oh, still going as Kitsov over the halfway line. Now Paul de Wet back to Libok. Gets it out to Van der Roos. Cuts back on the inside. Oh, couldn't get the pass away. Knocked on. And we're going to come back for a penalty offside from Benetton. We've got 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes to go. What will the Stormers do here? It's right in the middle of the field, just between the 10 and the halfway line. They're going to kick it to the corner. Manny Lebok to kick this one downfield. He is going to find touch around about 15 meters out from the try line. Great drive there from Kitsov. Great work. Great leg drive. Right, so penalty to the Stormers on the 22-meter line. They're going to have this throw in. Jacques Leroux says, Guru, you're lekker ding. Thanks for the commentaar. No problem, Jacques. Kotze now with the throw into this line out to the back to Marvin Uri. The driving ball now set up by the Stormers again. Can they get this going forward now? Looking good for the Stormers. It's now become static. Now starting to get another drive on. Paul de Wet now gets it out. Dan Duplessis. Penalty offside again to the Stormers' advantage. Now Lebok gets through the first tackle. He could go all the way. Oh, just the last pass to Paul de Wet. Not going to hand. And we are going to come back for another penalty to the Stormers. Well, Manny Lebok nearly finding a little gap there. And just that last little pass to Paul de Wet. Not going to hand. Login Robert says, Guru, you are doing a great commentary. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to press that like button if you enjoy this stream today. So let's see here if Paul de Wet was taken out without... Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. Well, Paul de Wet's got a point here. He was tackled without the ball here. That should have been a penalty try. But the referee's having none of it. We will have a line out to the Stormers. About 10 meters out from the try line. Yeah, that should have been a penalty try. Llewellyn Adams says much better play from the Stormers. JJ Kotze now with a throw into this line out 10 meters out from the try line. Going to the back to Van der Roos now. Driving maul set up again by the Stormers. Here they come now. Cuts off. He could go over just a meter short of the try line. Another go from the Stormers. And it's JJ Kotze who gets the try. 22 points to 10 with a conversion to come. Well, regardless whether it should have been a penalty try or not, it's a try to JJ Kotze. And the Stormers now well and truly into the lead here. Marcel Basson says, hi, Guru. Good to hear your voice again. Missing your commentary, man. Stormers playing a better game second half. Yeah, thanks, Marcel. Antoinette says, hello, Chris. No brandy, red wine for the winter. Yeah, so where I live, small town in the Northern Cape, it's a hot spot for a really cold winter. And I think, well, don't want to lie, but we do have a little cold front coming in. So I don't think we're going to have more than, 15 degrees tomorrow, maximum 20. So it's pretty cold. And I'm really not looking forward to the winter. Might move to Cape Town for the winter. Who knows? Lebok with a conversion. This time gets it over. And 24 points to 10. The Stormers now lead. Gavelin says, first time here, will definitely come back. Subscribed already. Thanks, Gavelin. Really appreciate the support. 14 minutes into the second half, 24 points to 10. The Stormers now leading Benetton. The restart then from Benetton, taken by Sinatla. Manasoni on the field for Maoli. Also Zani on for Garlo. So Paul de Wet now waiting for this ball at the back. Gets it out to Manny Libok. Goes high up into the air. The chase coming from Davids, but well taken by Albornoz. Just short of the 10-meter line of the Stormers now. Garbisi gets it out to Zanin. Zanin driven back, loses that ball. But the referee says it's been knocked on by Angelo Davids in that tackle. So it will be a scrum down to Benetton. Between the 10 and the halfway line, 5 meters from the left-hand touchline here for Benetton. Peter Mason also says, thanks, Guru, for your commentary. No problem, guys. I enjoy what I do, and I do it with passion. 24 points to 10. 25 minutes to play in this game. Scrum down here to Benetton now. Garbisi, the replacement scrum half for Benetton, will feed this one in. Scrum down to Benetton. About 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline, between the halfway and the 10. Taking their time to feed this one in is Garbisi. And now the scrum will be reset by the referee. Cornelius, Guru, are you doing the Lions, Bulls and Sharks games tomorrow? So unfortunately, Cornelius, I'm not going to do any commentary tomorrow as I've got something up at home. But I will be definitely back for the playoffs next week. Maybe there will be a game tomorrow that I'll do, but I can't guarantee it, Cornelius. I would have loved to have done the Sharks Munster game, but we'll have to wait and see. Garbisi feeds that one in, and it's a big drive here from Benetton. They win the penalty there, and I think that's the first scrum penalty the Stormers have given away today. I might be wrong, but I almost can't think of another occasion where they gave away a scrum penalty. Right, so Albornoz now to kick this downfield for Benetton. That is going to find... Oh, it's not going to find touch. It's well done by Herschel Yankees. No, says the referee. There will be a line out. 10 meters out from the Stormers try, 5 meters out from the Stormers try line. So Paul de Wet leaves the field for Herschel Yankees on the field now for the Stormers. Angelo Andrews says, we are the champs. Yep, defending champions indeed, Angelo. Right, the throw now to come here from them. 5 meters out from the Stormers try line. It's well taken in there by Izikor. The driving ball now going to come from Benetton, but it's not going anywhere at the moment as the Stormers looking to disrupt this maul. It's really well done by Ben Jason Dixon. Oh, it's been turned over by the Stormers now. Here's a chance for a counter-attack. It's Sanatla from his own try line. What can they do from here? They're going to get it out to Clayton Blommetjies, who's going to put it on a boot now. The chase coming. Well done by Manazi to cover back here. For them, gets the kick away. And directly into touch. Line out to the Stormers. 5 meters outside of the 22. Brilliant from the Stormers. 5 meters outside of the 22. Line out to them. Peter Mason asks for, I guess it's, is that red wine or lekker beer? Asks Peter Mason. So this is Villa Beers. Megan Basson says, Guru, you are the best of them with all the commentary. Even my boyfriend that is a Shark supporter loves you as well. I hope you get your commentary back. Thanks, Megan. Really appreciate it. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the Stormers now. Have they taken us quickly? It's going to be a try here in the corner to Clayton Blommetjies. I will update you guys in just a second what happened there, as I didn't see it myself. Was going through the comments there. But the Stormers have just scored 29 points to 10. So that lineup probably was taken well. And Dan du Plessis got into the gap there. Let's have a look. Clayton Blommetjies gets the try for the Stormers. Yeah, it was Damian Willemse with a beautiful offload to Dan du Plessis into space there. And then another lovely little pass from du Plessis to Blommetjies. And a try in the corner here for the Stormers. Byron Knight asks, hi, Guru, are you doing the Bulls game? Unfortunately not, Byron. I do have some family commitments tomorrow, which will not allow me to do any commentary. But I will be back for the playoffs. Right, 29 points to 10 it is. Steven Swart says, no werkie Stormers hulle. And Keith Besson says, lovely Stormers. 308 people watching. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Sbox says, I used to drink a dop every time Libbok converts or finds touch. Nowadays, the wife asks, why are you not drinking when you watch rugby? Well, you can have one now as Libbok has slotted that one straight through the middle. So 31 points to 10. Leonard Dubé says, is Libbok kicking better today? Well, the last two kicks have been better. Apart from that, he's not had the best of kicking game today as well, Leonard. Christu says, Stormers make things now stormy. Well, I think I'm drinking this one a little bit too slow for the pace the Stormers are scoring tries at. But, yeah, there's still 20 minutes to go. Yeah, Van der Roos with the kickoff. With the restart take on the 22-meter line. Herschel Yankees waiting for it now. He's going to go with a box kick over the top, and that's a poor kick into touch. So, it's been deemed to have been carried back. So, lineup will take place inside the 22 of the Stormers. Sulke dinge dat sal maak laat ek hom sommer down. A Springbok making such stupid mistakes. One of the fallen stars of South African rugby truly is Herschel Yankees. Kitshoff now also off the field, as well as Neethling Forshia. So Oliver Mark and Frans Malherbe on the field now for the Stormers. It's Dweba also on the field here for the Stormers. So Benetton now on the 22-meter line on the attack. As Karpisi gets it out of Bornes to Paravani. Tries to cut out of the first defense, can't do so. Karpisi again now gets it out to Zuliani. Still on the 22-meter line. So Albornoz nearly into a little half cap there. Still they got it, Karpisi. Back it comes now. Still just outside the 22 now. Benetton, Zanin going with a little kick over the top and into touch it goes. 5 meters out from the Stormers try line. It will be a Stormers line-out. Well, Keith Besson says it's a winter's night out in Stellenbosch. Login Robert says stewige Stormers manne, Kaapenaars love julle. Right, so Chosen Dweber to throw this one in for the Stormers, 5 meters out from their own try line. 18 minutes to go, 31 points to 10. That line out, over the top and taken by Zuliani. Try time to Benetton. Well, I didn't want to jinx it and say that I hope he throws in his first throw in, but he's just proven himself that he really needs to work. And I cannot believe it, man. It's Springbok quality that are making the silly mistakes here. We've now seen it with Herschel Yankees, and we've seen it again with Chosen Dweber. We've seen the poor discipline from Hier van der Roos today, and the poor kicking from Manny Libbok. Is this really a good reflection for what's to come for Springbok rugby in the future? I don't think so. Well, it's going to be a conversion attempt now for Albornoz, 31 points to 15. It's just, it's really frustrating the way some of these guys perform week in and week out and still get selected. That kick has gone to the left of the post, so 31 points to 15 it will remain. Keith Besson says, rather came home to listening to commentary at home. Load shedding starts now. And then Gavelin says, shh. So 31 points to 15 it is. Manny Libbok then to restart this one for the Stormers. So deep restart. It's been knocked on by Zuliani, and now Dan du Plessis has picked it up for the Stormers inside the 22. Now Herschel Yankees gets it out to Clayton Blomikis. Libbok with a little tap pass out to Achiva Diamani. Gets it out to Damian Willemse. Up to the 22 they go. Still going against Willemse. Now just about 10 meters out from the try line. Hier van der Roos gets a little pop pass to Malherbe. Herschel Yankees now. Quick ball needed. Libbok. Out it comes. Out to Marvin Uri. Clayton Blomikis. Sinatlas knocked the ball on. And will we go back for another penalty to the Stormers? Yes, we will. Oh, well. Ethan says, classic Dweber. What a lad. What a lad. We need Scudder back. Login Roberts says, Guru, you are right. Some players need to go sit on the bench. Sabella Dunner, Angelo. Yeah. Bars Ruanel. Ask Colin September. So Ruanel is on the bench. He still have to come onto the field. So the Stormers now kick to the corner. Will Dweber find his jumper? That's the big question. 5 meters out from the try line. So Dweber with a throw in. Goes to Marvin Uri. They set up the driving maul now as the Stormers. Can they get over the try line here? Looking good, looking really good, looking really good. It's over the try line, and there's the try for the Stormers. Not sure who scored it, but they've got it down 36 to 15. And it's going to be Marcel Tieresen, who's also onto the field for the Stormers, who gets the try. 36 points to 15. And that should be game, set, and match here for the Stormers as well. Well, great driving maul. It always works when you find your jumpers. And one of the unsung heroes, Marvin Uri, having a really good game again today. Ethan says, Guru, reckon Edinburgh can do us a favor later. Yeah, I think the biggest favor that the Stormers are looking for, Ethan, is a win by the Sharks tomorrow over Munster. That will lift them back or keep them into second place. Gavelin is Dion Fury fit to play already, so I think he will be available for the playoffs. Steven Swart says, daai vuil coke lyk daarom lekker en baie smart kommentaar. Well, Libbok has missed another one. We just spoke about that, and it's really disappointing. I mean, these guys are paid professionals, and especially when you're a Springbok, a guy like Herschel Jantjies, Matty Libbok, Joseph Dweber, not performing, but they are Springboks. Then you get guys like Dan du Plessis, who's had an excellent season, but just can't knock on that Springbok door. It's ridiculous. Pierre Geldenhuys says, yes, Guru, like, hoe gaan dit? Gaan lekker, Pierre. Oh, yeah, Ethan, you are right. It's not Munster. It's Ulster who's in second. You're right. Apologies. Right, so it's the kick over the top then from the Stormers from that restart. Oh, it's been picked here by the Stormers. Oh, Achieva Diamani would have been in for a try, but instead it's going to be a penalty against the Stormers. Played at in the air. So just a stoppage in play, a big collision between Sanatla and I think Padavani there. Login says Libbok needs another medical checkup. Well, this is looking bad for two players here, one from Benetton and one from the Stormers. Marcel says, you said you need 2 tries. I think they are cooking now, but I also agree with you about the bad playing, and you are playing for your country. Yes, oh, Sanatla fell very poorly there, or very awkwardly. Both players went up for that ball, and I don't think that should be anything really. It's a good contest in the air, but Sanatla really got off second best there, and I think they will take a lot of precautionary here. He will go upstairs, so the referee are going to look for foul play here. Leonard says, and people were saying we're being harsh on Libbok. He misses like this often. Gavin says, Libbok made us lose last week, period. Yes. Yeah, so he did play the player in the air. I think Sanatla is going to get a yellow card and will leave the field, unfortunately, here. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, no. You cannot play a player in the air. He fell very badly. It was Sanatla there. And they have brought out the stretcher for him. So that is really bad news for Sanatla and the Stormers. But I do believe that they will also be punishing the player here. They will not be able to bring on Ruanel. I think Sanatla will be sent to the bin for this one. Well, his eyes were always on the ball, to be fair. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this, man. It's harsh on Sanatla, but I think the right call would be a yellow card to Sanatla. And yeah, we'll see what they decide here. Ethan says loads of injuries today. Stormers is Koning, says Chris. So they've lost Ruben van Heeren, Adams van der Rijn, and now possibly will lose Sanatla as well. And that's not looking good for the playoffs. I'm not sure when Salman Murat will be ready to play again. But Stormers a little bit thin there on line-out options. Well, luckily for them, they've got the likes of Marcel Tennyson and Ben Jason Dixon, who are all utility players that can slot in that lock position if needed to. So they are still having a look at this replay. And yeah, Padavar, or was it Menazi? Yeah, it was Menazi who fell quite awkwardly himself. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the call from the referee will be there. Ethan says nothing, man. At worst, a penalty. Well, unfortunately, in the old days, I would have said play on, but with the new rules and things going as it is, unfortunately, yeah, as poor as it sounds, it must be at least a yellow, Ethan, according to today's laws. Yeah, Ethan says, wow, man, yellow for going for the ball and almost got it too. Yeah, that's the harsh reality of the poor choices from World Rugby. So, whoa, is that a red card that's going to come out? No, it's just a yellow card. Look for a second like she was going to give a red card, but it's a yellow card to the Stormers. Sinatla off with a stretcher and getting a yellow card. So, yeah, it's unfortunately the way rugby works. I think let's refill it on that. Right, so time will be back on now. And Albornoz will kick this to the corner for Benetton now. Barry says, Law's a bit of a whack. They need to rethink it. And then Alphas and Nutler off. Nell up. So Nutler will go off, stretch it off. But Nell won't be able to come on as Nutler got a yellow card for his effort there. Megan Besson says, Libok has been a nuthead now. Chris Swanerspoel says, Met Aish. Right, so throw in here for Benetton on the 22-meter line as the line are taken well by them. They set up the driving maul now. Can they start to get this one moving forward for them? It's Garbisi now waiting for it. Gets it out to Zan and now Rira with a poor pass over the top of Manasi. They've lost ground all the way up to the 10-meter line of the Stormers now. Angela Davids makes the tackle on Manasi. It's taken up there by the replacement hooker Bernasconi. Gets it back now. Albornoz on a loop around. Herrera. Long cut out pass there to Izikor. Gets the pass back, but they've been driven backwards as Benetton. Some great defense from the Stormers. Garbisi gets it back now. Taken up by the forwards on the halfway line. Stormers have managed to driven back Benetton all the way back to the halfway line. Now Albornoz goes with a little chip kick over the top. Well collected by Albornoz as well. Now Garbisi again. It's well taken. Here's a chance now for Manasi. Manasi takes it up. Garbisi again. Which way is it going to go? On the 10-meter line of the Stormers now. Benetton goes to the cross kick. Oh, it's been well collected by Padavani. He's going to get that pass back on the inside. There's numbers for Benetton, but the ball was spilled loose. Now 5 meters out. Izikor takes it up. It's a penalty to the Stormers then, holding on the ground. So I've just updated the score to 38-15. It seems like that last kick from Libok did go over, although it definitely didn't look over. Chris Swanepoel says, 1 bottel jou robbe bliksem, regte egte Coke of Boere Cola en 2 sakkies ys. So Chris, I thought that Buffles was cool, but I must say that Villabius is even better. I'm not allowed to show the label on screen, but you should try it out. It's Villabius with a T at the end. Right, the kick downfield here from the Stormers are going to find touch between the 10 and the 22-meter line. I think I'm just going to move to out of the screen because we need to fill the lungs again. But I will continue with the commentary. So it's taken in by Ben Jason Dixon now for the Stormers from just outside their own 22. It's Herschel Yankees waiting for it. Slowly but surely making their way forward as the Stormers with this driving ball up to the 10-meter line inside their own half now. Yankees waits for it. Now getting it out to Marcel Tienerson. He's going to just set it up for another ruck here for the Stormers. Waiting again, Herschel Yankees now going with the box kick over the top. The chase now coming from Willemse. It's well taken by Padavani on the 10-meter line inside Benetton's half now. Garbisi waits for it now, gets it back to Izikor. Good defense again from the Stormers, keeping Benetton pinned on the 10-meter line. Right, so the kick over the top from Benetton, it's gonna find one of the Stormers players now. Jason Dixon gets the pass out to Herschel Yankees. Now it's Manny Lebok gets over the halfway line up to the 10-meter line. Now he's brought down. Yankees again out to Marcel Tennyson. They're gonna need support here. Here's the Stormers. Yankees again. Now to Willems, a flat pass to Jason Dixon. Malherbe with a pickup gets the pass out to Lebok. Now it's Blommetjies out to Diamari. Diamari with a pass out to Johan Rus. Bit of miscommunication there. The ball spills out the back now. Stormers will do well to keep possession here between the 10 and a halfway line inside Benetton's half. Marcel Tennyson again now sets it up towards the middle of the field. Penalty to Benetton, holding on the ground there. And Benetton now with a chance to kick this one away. I think this win will place the Stormers in second place, but Ulster will have a game in hand here. So if Ulster win against Edinburgh, I think it is, they will move to second and the Stormers will finish in third. So Benetton finding touch on the 22-meter line. Let's see what they can do with this one. Ethan asks, how are you doing, Guru? All good in Guru World. It's doing well, Ethan. Like I said, had a little bit of I wouldn't say a scuffle with YouTube, but things could have gone a little bit better, but that all sorted now. And from the 25th, I probably will be back on the monetizing front. Second place till tomorrow, says Antoinette Gerber. Line out stolen by the Stormers now as Marcel Tennyson takes it inside the 22 now. Yankees back to Lebok, who puts it on the boot. Straight down the middle of the field. Into the hands of Manasi. Goes with a little cross kick for Watson. He's managed to pick that one. Just up over the halfway line, up to the 10-meter line goes Watson. Was that knocked on by Benetton? No, says the referee. Play on. It's Albornes gets the pass out now. Padavani on the run here on the 10-meter line. He's brought down by Lebok. Good defense. Now Garpisi working the blind side. A little kick from Benetton collected by Blommetjies now. Yankees back to Lebok. Lebok from inside his 22 is going to go the kick downfield. And that is a really good kick. Not going to find touch though. Into the hands of Manasi. He's brought down on the halfway line by Marcel Tennyson. Now Garpisi. Again taken up by the forwards here for Benetton on the halfway line. The long pass out to Watson. Here's trouble for the Stormers. It's Watson up to the 22. He's inside now, 15 meters out, brought down. Pick up and go from Benetton. Needs support now, though. Good counter-ruck here from the Stormers. Pushing them off the ball. Knocked on by Angelo Davids. And it will be a scrum down to Benetton. Well, about 5 meters inside the 22 of the Stormers. 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. Angelo Davids having a game to forget really today. It's probably the worst game that I've seen Angelo Davids play in a very, very long time for the Stormers today. Barry says, good comeback so far from the Stormers. And then Ethan says, well, I think YouTube was a bit slow and sluggish recently. You must have done a job on them. And then Tace Van Sale says, third is fine. As long as the Bulls lose, I will be happy, says Tace. So there is a catch there. If Connacht wins tomorrow and the Bulls win and the Sharks win, the Sharks will end in 8th place with the Bulls in 7th. And the Sharks will miss out on a Champions Cup place next season, as one of the Welsh teams will definitely have to go through to the Champions Cup. So if Connacht loses and the Bulls win and the Sharks win, they will qualify, both of them. But if Connacht wins and the Bulls lose and the Sharks win, then the Bulls will miss out on a Heineken Cup place next season. So there's a lot to play for tomorrow. Unfortunately, not in the hands of the Sharks. It will be up to Connacht to lose or the Bulls to lose. Who is Connacht playing against? I'm not sure. I haven't really checked. So let's have a look. There's a little knock on at that scrum from Benetton. So it will be a scrum to the Stormers. Let's quickly have a look if I can see who they're playing tomorrow. Let's have a look if we can find that real quickly while I'm waiting. Lionel asked, who's the support in the background? Like he hears. Yeah, it's my very good friend watching the game with me. So let's have a look here. Connacht is playing Glasgow. So that is a game that Glasgow can win tomorrow. Sharks play Munster, Ospreys plays Cardiff, Bulls play Leinster, and the Lions versus Zebra and Dragons versus Scarlet. So Ulster after this game against Edinburgh. Let's hope Edinburgh can pull off a really good win. Deborah Tlamini says, let's do our part and like the video, guys. Thanks, Deborah. Right, so we've got 2 minutes to go in this game. And the Stormers now with the feet here on the 22-meter line. 38 points to 15, the Stormers lead. David asked, why can't they show us the match? This commentator is shit is bull. Oh, well, it's all right, David. Penalty from that scrum to Benetton. And the chance now for Benetton to kick this to the corner. Give David Manuel some love, guys. This guy surely knows what he's talking about. Right, Barry says, it's funny how all the people that watch this grew hide their face on live. Are you doing the Ulster game? Asked Jock Leroux. Unfortunately not, Jock. Login Robert says, thanks all Stormers supporters. Thanks, Guru. So 5 meters out from the try line. Benetton now with the lineup. Zizikoru takes it up. And that's a big drive from Benetton. Penalty advice. Oh, it's going to be a penalty try to Benetton there. That was going to be a certain try to Benetton. And the Stormers, well, sacked that maul. And it's going to be a yellow card to somebody coming up as well. It's Dweber who's going to get the yellow card. Oh, no, it's Achieva Diamani who's going to get the yellow. So 38 to 22. We've still got about a minute to go in this game. Dave Van Sale says, thanks for giving us the opportunity to listen to you. Thanks for Eskom. I cannot watch the game. Yeah, Eskom. Ish. Right, so Matty Livok to restart this one for us. With a minute to go in this game. Right, so the restart taken there by Benetton inside Manazi up to the 22-meter line inside his own half. Now Garbisi gets it up. Another chance now for him to go on the attack. I think, Marcel, you've summed it up brilliantly there. Thanks again for your support as well, Marcel. Right, so Benetton trying to run this from inside their own 22 and getting really brutally manhandled by the Stormers here from inside their own 22. Easy quarter, blindside flank has been brilliant for them today, though. Right, here they come now. Good attacking opportunities. Padavani up over the 22 inside their own half. Is Benetton now just playing for it last little bit of show and go. Brooklyn Ferrari says, Damien Willem says, my cousin. Get me an interview, Brooklyn. Right, it's just outside the 22. Garbisi again. No, they're trying to run this. Riro takes it up just over the 22. Can the Stormers? Penalty to the Stormers there. And what will they do from here? Kick it to the corner or just take the 3 points? Peter Williams says, when the days are dark, HCOM is responsible. Right, so what do the Stormers do here? Van Roos made it clear that he wants to set up a lineup. Yeah, Manny Lebok is going to do it. Jacobus van Staden, who's going to be man of the match? So, for me personally, I would say Marvin Orie had an absolutely brilliant game, along with the likes of Dan du Plessis, also were really good. But I think Marvin Orie has been the man, for me personally. Coming to think of it, who else could have been in line for that man of the match reward? Yeah, he's the only player really coming to mind here for the Stormers. There's been some good performances, but I think it's definitely Marvin Orie for me today. The driving ball now set up by the Stormers. Here they come again. Can they get over the try line? Oh, just a meter short. There's the Stormers now. Or are they over the try line? Referee says it's been held up. Well, was that the right call? No, they're going to go upstairs. They are going to go upstairs to have a look at this one. Isbok says, my lights just came on after 4 hours. Yeah, it's bad, man. So let's see if Marcel Tennyson scored that try. Who's going to dot it down? Was it held up in the tackle, though? That's try. Marcel Tennyson should have gotten that one. And what a player this guy is as well. He's really making his authority count here at the Stormers. So that should be try time. Let's see what they decide. I didn't see who is man of the match today. I don't think they've called it already. But again, I would say the likes of Marvin Orie has been really good. Clayton Blommetjies for me as well have been really good today. Don't count Clayton Blommetjies out. So I would say between Clayton Blommetjies and Marvin Orie today. Damien Willems says, is really my cousin. Trust me. Brooklyn, call me afterwards. Just look me up on Facebook and you'll find my number. We need to talk then. Thanks, Guru. I think he undoubtedly deserves it, says Jacobus van Staden. What? Is the try not awarded? Didn't see that one. But it seems like the try has been disallowed there. Well, that's not the great call from the TMO there. But full time here, 38 points to 22 then, with the Stormers winning this game quite easily in the end, having a really great second half and outplaying Benetton quite brilliantly in the second half. Ethan says they are saying he lost control. Yeah, look, give or take, minimal margins, it could have been lost forward or he didn't have control, but I would have given him the benefit of the doubt there. But either way, a brilliant performance from the Stormers, and thank you for everyone who has joined me for this game. We've got 350 people on the chat. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Until next time, guys, I will be back for the URC playoffs. And yeah, congratulations to the Stormers and good luck to all the South African teams tomorrow. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.